بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Start our grammar session. So today we are going to learn the verbs. In Arabic, the verb is known as the fa'al. And if you remember the definition of the noun and the difference between a noun and a verb was that noun is the name of a thing, place, or a person, and also other things like adverbs and adjectives. Okay, but there is no mention of time in a noun. When I say a noun, I am not caring about whether it's present or future or past. But in Arabic, when I am talking about a verb, it has a reference to some time, which in English we call a tense. Okay, so today we are going to learn fi'l maadi. Maadi means past tense. And some of the words we are going to be learning is ja'ala, fataha, or fa'ala, nasara, khalaqa, razaka, zakara. Okay. This fi'l maadi is also known as perfect tense. Okay. We all remember our TPI. Remember our TPI because that part is going to also be used in this class. So the number of the parts of speeches in Arabic are ism, fa'il, and har. We have looked at the ism and the har, and now we are switching to fa'il. Okay. Remember these from the last class. Let's do it one time so that we all know what this means. Lahu, lahum, laka, lakum, li, lana, laha. Meaning for him, for them, for you all, for me, for us, for her. Minhu, minhum, minka, minkum, minni, minna, minha. In him, in them, in you all, in me, in us, and in her. Okay? Anhu, anhum, anka, ankum, anni, anna, anha. With him, with them, with you all, with me, with us, and with her. Ma'ahu, ma'ahum, ma'aka, ma'akum, ma'iya, or ma'i, ma'ana, ma'aha. Meaning with him, with them, with you all, with me, with us, and with her. Okay? So we should practice enough so that you guys do it without stopping, right? And then the day you get that far, inshallah, then you're not forgetting it. So the meaning for be is in or with. So bihi mean in him again, or with him. The letter ba, it has two meanings, with and in. And in also means, fi is also meaning in. On is alay, and to or towards is ilay. There's a difference between ala and ila. Okay, so bihi, bihim, bika, bikum, bi, bina, biha. Fihi, fihim, fika, fikum, fiya, fina, fiha. Alayhi, alayhim, alayka, alaykum, alayya, alayna, alayha. Okay? Ilayhi, ilayhim, ilayka, ilaykum, ilayya, ilayna, ilayha. Okay? So you notice that in this chart we did not use bihu, it was bihi. Remember the hu can also with the dhamma? The reason being there is a kasra before the hu. When there is a kasra, it has to be bihi. Similarly, fi, there is also a ya before that. When there is a ya, you have to have a kasra. Okay? That's why it's fihi and not fihu. Got it? Alayhi, also there is a ya, that's why it's kasra. Again, there is a ya, there is a kasra. Got it? Inshallah. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the fa'al. And in Arabic language, most of the verbs come from 3 root letters. Okay? Very important piece of information. And this could be a quiz question for the Tim Horton cards next time, hopefully. So remember this. 90 9% of the Arabic words are composed of 3 root letters. They're known as root letters. In Arabic we call them mada. What do we call them? Mada. Okay? So these root letters is something like this. This is letter fa, ain, lam. Fa, ta, ha. Noon, sad, ra. Dad, ra, ba. Okay? Each of these are words. These are verbs. But how many letters they have? Each one of them has how many letters? 3. The 1% which is left are 4-letter verbs. What are they? 4-letter verbs. They are known as rubai. Ruba is 4. So when you say rubai, meaning these words will have 4 letters. And they are only like 1%. 99% are the 3 letters. They are known as salasi mujarrad. What are they known as? Salasi mujarrad. Salasa is 3. Mujarrad means single. Okay, so let's look at this. So Arabic language has 2 types of verbs. Fi'l maadi and fi'l mudari. Okay? In English, when you're talking about tenses, how many tenses we talk about? 3. Past, present, and future. In Arabic, the distinction is Madi is by itself and present and future is combined. The same verb will either tell you about the present or the future. And inshallah we will look into those when we get to that. Our session today is focused on Fi'l Madi. Okay? In Fi'l Madi, since it has happened in the past, the action, which is a verb, is done, is completed. It makes sense? If I say, I slept last night, am I done sleeping? Is that task or that action completed? Yes? That is why it is known as perfect tense. What is it known as? Perfect tense. In the present, either I am doing something right now, like say I'm talking. Am I done talking yet? No, I'm still talking. Or I will talk more in the future. So still the job is not done yet. So that is why it is known as imperfect tense. So that is another quiz question. I would say, what is the difference between Madi and Mudare? And then also give me the English name. So you will say perfect tense for Madi because the job is done. For the fail, I can also use the word job or action, right? And then imperfect tense, that's something still going on and not complete yet. Okay? So perfect tense is the one which is done. We know that. We have no doubt about it. It's done. It happened in the past. We can guarantee that this job has been done. Okay? In order to learn Fi'l Madi in Arabic language, the people of the Arabic grammar, they have created a pattern. What have they done? They have created a pattern or a style. And they're saying that if you learn this style, based on this style, you can make other verbs just follow the pattern of this. In plain English, if I say, and maybe sisters might be more familiar with this, let's say cookie cutter. What is a cookie cutter? You make a dough and you have different dies of a cookie. Like some could be star, some could be circle, some could be square. And then when you put that cookie cutter in the dough, then the dough becomes the size, the style of that, the pattern. If it's a star, the cookie will be the shape of the star, right? You know what I'm talking about? The cookie cutter. So this 3 letters you see in the screen, let's learn them really good. We know this is fa, right? Arabic letter fa. So we can call it, if I speak pure Arabic, I'm going to say fa kalima. What am I going to say? Fa kalima. If I say this is ain kalima. And this is the lam kalima. If I use English language, I could say this is the fa radical or fa letter. What can I say? The fa letter, whichever one is easy to you. Ain letter and lam letter. How many root letters most Arabic verbs have? 3. What are they called as? Root letters. In Arabic we call them mada, right? Mada, mada. I'll write it down for you when I'm going to the camera. So they said, if you want to learn the verbs, learn this pattern, fa'ala. If I connect them, they're going to sound like fa'ala. Okay? So if I say fa'ala, then the meaning is he did. Why did? Because it's the past. He done something, he did. If I want to say fa'alu, it's going to be they did. Now what is the Arabic of fa'ala? The he. What is the Arabic of he? Huwa. So I'm using he here, right? Do you see huwa here? No. Because in the verbs, you cannot have an action without the actor or the doer. Can you have an action without an actor? No. I'm talking. I am the actor. I am the doer of the talking. Right? You are listening. You are the doer of the listening. So how do I tell who is doing it? Okay? When I use the pattern fa'ala, by default, I know that huwa is hidden. I can't see it, but I know that it exists. And I'll show you on a piece of paper how to understand that. So, you know how I said huwa and whom, correct? If I want to, these were the pronouns. But if I want to say he did, I'm going to say fa'ala. And I want to say they did, it's going to be fa'alu. You understand? If I say fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. So try to understand this TPI here. Again, we're going to do it together. So fa'ala, fa'alu. Fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna, fa'alat. For the ladies, fa'alat. We're stopping. There is no haraka on the ta. Right? Fa'alat. Yeah? So again, fa'ala mean he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. Fa'alat, she did. Got it? On this pattern, if another 3 root letters come, our job is to put them in the right places. If you think of it a game, then it will come very easy to you. For example, now the next word I have is fataha. Okay? If I want to explain to you what fataha means, it means he opened. So the act of opening is called fathun. What is it called? Fathun. Because the name of the action is a noun. Name of the action is a noun because it's the name of the action. So fataha means he opened, but fathun is the action of opening something. Okay, you know, when I'm saying fathun, I'm putting the tanween on it, right? The two dhammas. And what is the sign of noun? If you see a tanween on something, that is a noun. If you see a al on something, it means it's a noun. Got it? Because you will not find al on the verb. You will not find the tanween on the verb. So the 2 signs to identify out of Arabic words, a noun, if you see tanween, noun. If you see al, noun. Got it? So the name of the action, how can I say, if I'm saying I'm sleeping, if you don't know the meaning of sleep, how do you know what I'm doing? Yes? So sleeping is the noun. The act of sleeping, when I use it in the verb way, then it will mean I am the one who's sleeping. You got it? So fathun is the name of the fi'l or the action. And the meaning is to open something. So if I say fataha, that means he opened it. Fatahta, you opened it. Fatahtu, I opened it. Got it? So those pronouns we learned and the TPI we learned. Now what kind of pronoun are we using with the verbs in Mahdi? Attached or detached? Attached. No, detached. Huwa is detached. Got it? Huwa is detached. Got it? So remember, who is attached, whom is attached, right? Ka is attached, kum is attached, but huwa is detached. So So here I'm saying he did. So there is a huwa hidden in it. You may have difficulty in the beginning to realize that, but you have to believe it, that huwa is part of this verb. Okay, let's take a look at. So, fa'ala, fa'alu, look at the red ones and look at the black parts. Anything in English which comes afterwards, if something comes afterward, it's called suffix. What is it called? Suffix. If something comes before, it's called prefix. Right? Prefix. So something which comes in the beginning is called prefix. Something which comes towards the end is called suffix. Yes? These extra suffix, these waw, alif, is for whom. What is it for? Whom. For huwa, we don't have any suffix. The huwa is hidden here. We'll look into that. But just focus on this. When we have fi'l maadi, you will look at the end and you will find out that is a fi'l maadi. Fi'l mudare, when we learn after 3 or 4 sessions, it will be in the beginning. It will be a prefix and not a suffix. Okay? So, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu. This ta is basically anta. You get it? If huwa is hidden, then hum got converted into wa. This ta is from the anta. Remember huwa, hum, anta, antum. And antum from the antum, just the tum part. Got it? And then tu is ana. Ana, right? And na is from na. So if you think about that, inshallah you will get it. And when I write it down, hopefully in next 10 minutes, fa'alat. Fa'alat. On the ta, there is no haraka. Sukoon. Fa'alat. Okay? Okay. So again, if I give you 3 more root letters, I say Jim, Ain, and Lam. And your pattern is Fa, Ain, Lam. So where is the Jim going to fit? Oops. You see that? The Jim is going to fit under where Fa is, because this is the order of the words, right? The first one is Jim, the second one is Ain, and the third one is Lam. Right? So in this thing, the pattern is only allowing one letter. There is only a change of one letter here. So instead of Fa, we are using Ja, Jim. Fa'ala is to open something. Ja'ala, to make something. So we say Ja'ala, he made. Ja'ala al-ardu was-samawati. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ja'ala. He made the heavens and the earth. Right? We read this. Next time when you read the Quran, you will find the Ja'ala a lot. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about His creation. Okay. So Fa'ala is he did. Ja'ala is he made. Okay? Fa'ala, then fataha. Fataha means to open something. Fathun means to open something. So fataha is he opened. Now look at what happened here. Fataha has 3 letters. Fa, ta, and ha. Our job is to, following the pattern of Fa, Ain, and Lam, we need to place the individual letters under their position. Question? Okay. So Fa will go under Fa because that's the first letter. Ain was supposed to be Ta, and Lam is supposed to be Ha. You get that part? Everybody? Who's lost on this? If we were kids, this will be just a game. Like, we were playing a game. Okay, I give you 3 root letters and you just have to place it in a certain position. And how do you know? Because if I am giving you Fa, Ta, and Ha, I know Fa is Fa, Ta is my new Ain, and Ha is my new Lam. Correct? Okay. If you get this concept today, inshallah, for future, it will be very easy, inshallah. Okay? So, Fataha, he opened. Fatahu, they opened. Fatahta, you open. Fatahtum, you all open. Fatahtu, I open. Fatahna, we open. Fatahat, she opened. Okay? Okay. So the people of the Arabic language, they are saying this wa is a suffix. And this suffix is denoting the home part of the pronoun. Okay, when I'm going to write this down, inshallah, I'll try to make it more visible. So let's go through the slides. I think we'll be done in like 5-10 minutes, and then I can write on a piece of paper. Okay. Zahaba, question? Sure. As soon as I finish this, inshallah, we will do this. So zahaba is another verb. The meaning of zahaba is to go somewhere, or zahabun, right? So zahaba, he went. Zahabu, they went. And zahabta, you went. Zahabtum, you all went. Zahabtu, I went. Zahabna, we went. Zahabat, she went. Okay? So, here we go. Let's see if I can give you the details of that. So again, Fataha, where did we learn this? Surah Fatiha. Surah Fatiha, the opening surah of the Quran. Yes? Ifta ya simsim. Who remember this? From the open simsim. Remember? Ifta means open. Ifta is fele amr. It's a command. I'm saying open. Yeah? Dukan maftu. Meaning the shop is open. Right? Fatha or inna fatahna laka fatham mubina. These are some of the examples from the Quran. So how do we do the TPI now? Basically, I was just trying to explain the concept, and now we will do the actual TPI. So let's everybody get fresh and hands out of the pocket, hands ready to go, brother Shamim. Fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatahtum, fatahtu, fatahna, fatahat. He opened, or yeah, they opened, you opened, you all opened, I opened, we opened, and she opened. Got it? Okay, the next one, ja'ala. So, Allahumma ja'alni minat tawabin. Ya Allah, make me among the repenters, the people who repent. Tawbah, they do tawbah. So, ja'alni, make me. Yes? Wa ja'ala lakumus samma wal absara wal afida. And he made for you, I'm sure you can translate it without me telling you. Wajala, he made for you lakum, absama, the hearing, absar, the eyes, and the afida, your heart or your intellect. Afida has two meanings. Afida meaning your heart or your intellect. So who made it for you? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do we have to tell you who made it? It's understood. Okay? So ja'ala lakumul arda qarara. That he made the land a place of staying, where you stay. Right? The earth is moving, but we don't feel it, right? Ja'ala lakumush shamsa wal qamar. And he is the one who made the sun and the moon. Got it? Okay, alhamdulillah. So what is the TPI for that? Ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alta, ja'altum, ja'altu, ja'alna, ja'alat. You know the meaning? He made, they made. You made, you all made. I made, we made, she made. Simple, right? Very easy, inshallah. Okay, then the second set. We have nasara, khalaqa, razaka, zakara, shakara. And we know the meaning. Nasara means he helped. When we come across the name Nasir, meaning the Nasir is a helper, a person who helps. Abid, the worshipper, the person who worships. Sajid, a person who do a lot of prostration, right? So this Nasir, we will learn later, is the fa'il. Fa'il is the name for doer. Because obviously, for every action, there has to be a doer. Yeah? Khalaqa, he created. So difference between ja'ala and khalaqa, made versus he provided. Yes? You see that meaning, the khalaqa? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will use the word khalaqa some places and ja'ala some other places. Razaka, khalaqa is created and razaka is the one where he provided. Zakara, we remember him. When you say zakara, I am zikr kar raha hu Allah ka, meaning I am remembering Allah. Shakara is from shukr. Like I say, shukr alhamdulillah. So I am thanking. So for the examples of Nasr or Nasara, he helped is Nasrallahu wal Fath. Okay? Nasrum minallahi wa fathun kareeb. Ansar, Muhajirin. Ansar is the plural of Nasir, meaning the people, the helpers. Why they call Ansar? Because when the Muslims migrated to Medina, they helped them. Did only one person help? No, the whole Medina, the people of Medina, so that they got the name of the Ansar. Yeah? Okay. I'm sure we can do this without any thinking any. Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarta, Nasartum, Nasartu, Nasarna, Nasarat. He helped, they helped, you all helped, I helped, we helped, she helped. Got it? Now if you have to do this in a regular Arabic class, I'm telling you, it's very hard. Because we are not doing the 14, we are only doing the 6. There are supposedly 14 variations. Okay? We're not doing the Huma part here. And we are not doing all the female part. Because the female one is only 1. 6 for men, 6 for female, and 2 is I and we. Okay? So inshallah, once you get the hang of this, you can do the other one. So khalaqa, he created. Khaliq is the person who creates. That's the file, that's the doer. The name of the doer is Khaliq. Allahul Lazi khalaqakum summa razaqakum. I'm sure you can translate this. Allazi, the one who. Allazi, the one who. Who? Allah. Allah is the one who khalaqakum. He created all of you. Summa, which is then, razaqakum. He provided for you. Can you see the meaning of this? Allah is the one, Allazi, the who, khalaqakum, created you all, and then He fed you all or provided for you all. Right? Khalaqal insan, created the mankind or created the man. Yes? Okay. Khalaqa, khalaqu, khalaqta, khalaqtum, khalaqtu, khalaqna, khalaqat. Got it? Okay. Razaka. Razaka means he provided. Razak is the person who provides. So he is the file, he is the doer. If you want to say the ismul file, the name of the file for Razaka is Razak. And who is Razak? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khairul Raziqeen. He is the best of the providers. Yes? Allazi khalaqakum summa razaqakum. I just did that. Warzuqni, and provide for me. Warzuqni, wa, and provide for me. And this is part of the dua, right? We say, Allahumma arhamni, warzuqni, warafani, wahadani. You can keep saying a bunch of those things, right? So, razaka, razaka, razaku, razakta, razaktum, razaktu, razakna, razakat. Inshallah. Zakara. Zakara means to remember. Zakara or zikr is to remember. Fazkuruni azkurkum. Who can tell me the translation? Yes. Me? I'll remember you. Is that making sense? Can you see that, Sister Aida? Can you see the meaning without me telling you? Fazkuruni, so you remember me or remember about me, I'll remember you. Who's saying that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there was another ayah like this. Wastajab li, or something like that. I forgot that, but I don't want to say that. It's okay. Zakara, zakaru, zakarta, zakartum, zakartu, zakarna, zakarat. If you get confused between the ta and the tu, okay, then tu is me. The people who speak Urdu, tu is you. But in English, this zakartu is for me. You get it? So when you see tu, that means me. Okay. Shakara. Okay. Shakara, shakaru. Shakarta, shakartum, shakartu, shakarna, shakarat. He thanked, they thanked, you all thanked, I thanked, we thanked, and she thanked. Are we feeling good? Interesting? Excited? Alhamdulillah. Okay, learning tip. There are 7 styles of learning. One of them is listening. Right? We learn by listening. Then we also learn by seeing. Yeah? And we also learn by saying. Yes? Touching. You can touch things and you can learn things about it, right? Using logic, using reason. Yes? If I tell you something, you can figure out the rest of it. Okay? In groups, in a class. So we are in a group. We are learning in a group. And I could also learn individually. Right? But which is more effective? In a group or in an individual? Group. Because whether you like it or not, you're here, you have to focus, you're playing along with the team, and you are made to do some work. If you're alone, you have a lot of distractions. Unless and until you are super disciplined, probably you're not going to be getting anything individually, because you will be saying, oh, let me just take care of this first and let me do this or do that, or you go to sleep or you start watching TV. So inshallah, one of the reasons that we come in a group has a blessing. Okay? So styles are listening, seeing, saying, touching, okay, using logic, in groups and individually. Now, in order for us to benefit from this class, we have to do all 7 styles. Okay? Right now, you're listening and seeing, and I'm making you say certain things, not all of it, but we are doing also a practice. And then touching is not involved in this one, but using logic. When I say something, you're using your mind to put it in your mind somewhere, right? Also, we are doing it in a group. But when you go home, I would like you to do this individually as well. On a daily basis, if you can just dedicate 15 minutes, just 15 minutes, inshallah, you will benefit from this. Okay? Let's see. Okay, alhamdulillah, I really want to go to the letter Ain and Lam. Okay? Check out how good you are in writing Arabic. So then you add just fa like this, the Ain and Lam. Okay? The haraka you need is fa'ala. Okay? Fa'ala, you can also think about, you can put huwa in the front. Huwa fa'ala, meaning he did. Okay? Then you want to say next hum fa'ala, then you are going to write fa'alu. So in this case is basically fa lam, ain lam, and then there is this is called suffix. Okay, you see this waw alif. When I do this, it becomes fa'alu. It's supposed to look like this, fa'alu. Okay, the next one after huwa and hum is anta. Yeah? Yes. Fa'alu. Right? That is the way the Arabic people have defined it. So one thing have to be clear in our mind, right? If we are playing a game and there are certain rules, then we don't question the rules. We say, okay, why you do that? This is the way they defined it. Our job is to learn it and practice it so that we can get good at it, right? So if they are saying that this is supposed to be home is hidden in it, and the way we donate the home is by giving you the waw and the alif. Okay, the alif is additional here just to make the waw stand out. So technically from home they are using the waw. Okay, then why they did it, that is beyond my understanding. I am just learning it the way they taught me, and they're saying that okay, in fi'l al-maadi we have suffix. Suffix is when you have fa'ala, the huwa is hidden. Okay, huwa is hidden, and you, whenever you see a word fa'ala, I don't need to show you any suffix. You understood that there is a huwa in there. Okay, when you see, yes.
If you say fa'ala, that not only you say, but if you say huwa fa'ala, it's remain.
Yes, but I write huwa just to show you, just to make you understand. I don't need to write huwa here because I'm saying that it's understood. It is part of this fa'ala, is hidden in it. It is hidden. I am only writing it down to show you that there is a huwa in here. Okay. There is a hum in fa'alu, but you don't see as it hum, you see it as a waw and alif. And that is why I'm calling it a suffix. Got it? Because later on, when I talk about mudare, I'm going to write the same thing like this. Yaf alu. Okay? So in this case, there is no suffix, there is a prefix, there is a ya. And that is a prefix. And when you see a ya next time in a fail, that means you're dealing with a mudare. This is a sign of a mudare. What is it a sign of? Mudare, which is future tense. So, fa'ala, it has huwa hidden in it. Hum is not completely hidden, but they're using only the waw and the alif. And alif to make the waw stand out. Okay? Then anta, they're gonna say fa'al ta. Fa'alta. And this ta is basically this ta. The ta of the anta, you see that anta here? And this fa'alta, this ta is coming from the anta. So they took from the anta just the ta and added as a suffix. You see what I'm trying to do here? Got it? Okay. Then there was antum. Antum. From the antum, they took just the tum part. No. Antum, the pronoun. Yeah, Urdu mein bhi tum hai. Yeah, you're right. Yes. But it's fa'altum. Okay? And then what is the next one? Ana. Right? From the ana, they said fa'al tu. So this is where the ana is inside this. The zamir is here, ana. So next time, as a quiz question, if I ask you, what is fa'ala, what is the pronoun? You say huwa. If I say fa'altu, you're going to say ana. If I say fa'alna, you're going to say nahnu. Right? Because the next one is nahnu, right? Nahnu. So then I'm saying fa'alna. Got it? Okay. So that is the one thing I wanted you to know, that first of all, in fi'l al-maadi, the root letters for learning, or the pattern the Arabic grammar people want you to learn, from fa, ain and lam. They are your default learning pattern. Okay? And with this pattern, you are going to make a lot of other verbs, you just follow them. Okay, so if I write it down here, I've shown you in the slides, but let me show you one more time.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
In the last slide you said yaf'al.
That was mudare. That was mudare for present, future tense. Yeah.
So when we say yaf'al,
Yes, sir.
so what the ya fail stand for, the prefix ya?
Ya was huwa. Ya was hu. Huwa again, but that's mudare. I gave an example of a prefix and a suffix. Since we are only learning Madi right now, I don't want you to go think about future at the moment. Okay? So let's stick with it. So I'm writing the whole thing which I wrote on, I showed you in the slide. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'al, tu, fa'alna. Right? And now we know the meaning. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. And if to make it easy for you, I'm going to put huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu. Got it? Is it making sense now? that if you meant huwa, because for a fail, for an action, there has to be a doer. I'm saying he did it, so he's the doer. They did it, they are the doer. You did it, you are the doer. I did it, I am the doer. We did it, we are the doer. And there was another one, fa'alat, fa'alat. Then that means this is hiya. If she, then it is hiya, right? So the zamir, your job is to identify what pronoun is hidden in here. And our pronouns are huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu, and hiya. And again, we are only selecting the 7 out of the 14, just to keep things simple. So if I tell you the root letters was fa, ain, and lam. Okay? Now I give you another root letter. I say jim, ain, and lam. Got it? I just simply give you 3 different root letters. How do you make it by what you have learned so far? Simple. You're going to look at this. Okay. If I put fa here and ain here, lam here, right? This is my pattern, right? This is my pattern. Fa, ain, lam. So if I have to combine it, I'm going to be writing it ja'ala, right? And then what are the ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alta, yes sir. Oh, sorry. Okay. Ja'altu, ja'altum, and ja'altu, then ja'alna, and ja'alat. Got it? So if you do this exercise like this, and you need to write it down, otherwise if you try to process all of this in your mind, in the beginning you will have a hard time. But after some time, when you are good at it, then you can do this in your mind. Like alhamdulillah, I can do all 14 in my mind without writing it down. But how do I get to that point? By writing it down again and again and again. Right? So simply, I'm playing a game. Somebody gave me the new root letters, and he says, okay, my pattern is fa'ala. Once I know the pattern and I know the new root letter, I'm only substituting the new root letters in the place of my pattern. Got it? So ja'ala, and then because now I understand that ja'ala is huwa, so that means he made. This is hum, which is they made. Ja'altu is you, anta, or actually ja'alta. Then you made. You all made. I made. We made. And she made. Now what is the important part here? The important part is, if you do not know the vocabulary, you can't say anything. You need to know what ja'ala means, right? So the next word if I have is, if I do it without you showing the whole thing, and look how easy it is. So fa, then ta, and then ha, right? And in your future learning of Arabic, how would you know these things? That is the most challenging task of finding out the root letters and the pattern. For that, you're going to need a Arabic dictionary. When you are going to find an Arabic dictionary, they'll give you the root letters of a verb, and in the bracket, they will put something like this, like a noon, or dad, or seen. What do they mean? These are the names of the patrons. Okay? I'm just telling you ahead of the time. You don't need to know them right now. But I'm saying in an Arabic dictionary, when they give you root letters, they also provide you the name of the patron. Okay? So our patron right now is donated by Fa. Okay? The pattern we are learning right now is called pattern Fa. And what is it? fa'ala, fa'ala, right? So if I tell you this fataha, you need to know, okay, which is my fa letter. So it so happened that fa letters matches with my fa letter. What is my ain letter? Ta. Yes? What is my lam letter? Ha. Got it? So the first part was to identify what are my letters, and I position them in the right location. Then what is my haraka? I can also write the haraka, right? So that will be fa, ta, ha. Got it? This is fa. Okay. Then the next one will be fatahu, fatahu, fatahta, fatahta, fatahtum, fatahtu, fatahna, fatahna, sorry, and then fatahat, fatahat. So, what is the meaning of fataha? He opened. They opened. You, then you all. I, we, she. Okay? I hope that after showing you this, it makes more sense, right? And again, how would you master it? If you go home and do the same thing I am doing. Okay, right now we will do a quick exercise. I'm going to give you 3 root letters, and on your notebooks, you write it, and then I'll show you if you're correct or not. So the root letters are Zal, Kaf, and Ra. Okay, try to write it down. Yes? You want the let me give you this. Adnan, give her the microphone. Sorry, Yeah, that the verse.
Yeah, the verse. So, Rabbika.
Allazi khalaqa wa razaka. That's what we heard. Yes.
For example, in this ayah it says that Allah is the one who created, right?
Yes.
Why Rabbika is not Rabbiku? Because we learned that Rafa it ends with U, right?
Rabbuka
Isn't
and
he the
Rabbika,
doer?
they can be used Rabbika, Rabbuka, depending on the context of the sentence. Whether the word Rabb is in the status of Jar or Nasab, it depends on the context of the sentence.
But in this,
the doer is Rafa, you're right. Doer is Rafa. Okay. See, I need to see that verse again to probably talk about it. Do you want to talk about it after the class? Because we're almost like 5 minutes from the class time. Okay, so everybody done?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to write it down and then tell me if you were able to do it. Okay? So, Zakara, Zakaru, and Zakarta, Zakartum, Zakartu, Zakarna, Zakarat. MashaAllah, you guys are so good. So is everybody on the same page? Everybody got it right? Brother Mukarram, you got it right? Okay, if you today got this concept, Alhamdulillah, you have learned a lot already. I guarantee you that. Now, you will only be able to retain it if you go home and do this exercise few times. Remind yourself the key points. When we are learning verbs in Arabic, we have 2 kind of verbs. Mazi for the past. Present and the future, mudare. We haven't learned that yet. And there are 3 root letters of 99% of the Arabic words, and they are known as root letters. Okay? With the root letters, you need to know the pattern, like what pattern they're going to follow. Once you know the pattern, your job is to substitute the root letters in that pattern. And it's like a game. You know, if we were kids, we'll be having so much fun because remember when my kid was little, I bought him a little box. It has a top with a star and a circle and a square, and there were blocks in there. And his job was to put the star into the star and the square into the square. We are doing similar things, but as adults. So I know that my default pattern for learning Arabic verb is fa'ala. Fa, ain, lam. Okay? Now make your ears comfortable with this feeling. When I say fa kalima, in your mind the picture of fa kalima from fa'ala should appear. When I say ain kalima, then it's the middle letter. Lam kalima, that's the last letter, right? So anytime I give you another letter, right away your mind will draw a picture. So if I say noon, sad, ra, what is it? Nasara, right? Nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartum, nasartu, nasarna, nasarat. Yeah? Then if I give you jim, ain, lam, ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'altu, ja'alta, ja'altum, ja'alta, ja'altu, sorry, I messed it up. Ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alta, ja'altum, ja'altu, ja'alna, ja'alat. All those slides now, they should be so crystal clear in your mind. If I give you another sheen, kaf, ra, shakara, shakaru, shakarta, shakartum, shakartu, shakarna, shakarat. Got it? Khalaka, khalaka, khalaku, khalakta, khalaktum, khalaktu, khalakna, khalakat. With the TPI, at least you know, you don't have to, the thing which is helping you with the TPI, singular, plural, male, female, third person, second person, and first person. The TPI is helping you with those 3-4 things. Okay? So inshallah, I think Jazakallah khair. I think this exercise really will help in future as well. Get used to this. And again, I wish that once we have finished this basic Arabic class, some of you would like to continue with the advanced courses. And inshallah, I can teach you like this. I have other classes which takes you to the next level, inshallah. We are on session number 8. Technically, we have 20 sessions, but at least 16. We're going to go up to 16 for sure. And if you guys are still interested, we can finish all 20. We are at session number 8. Because last time we had a break, and a session before that I combined 6 and 7. And in my WhatsApp group, I did combine all those videos in one location, and I sent you the link. So in case you have missed a session, please. Now, reminder, the shaitan is our worst open enemy. He would not like you to continue. He would not like you to be consistent. So if you really do yourself a favor, to all of us, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Any little things you can do, stick to it. Doing something is better than nothing. Got it? So inshallah, jazakallah khair. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.